It's officially been 1 month since my book, Another World, has been published, and it is still currently available on Amazon for purchase. You can purchase the paperback or on Kindle. Now that it's been a month out and it's not a very long book, I know that many of you have read it, but I'm also hoping there might be some of you out there who have been watching some of my videos who are curious, and I thought I would talk just a little bit about the story. The story is told in 3 parts, and I call them What Happened, and What Happens Next. It was my intention to end this book as abruptly as I began it. So those of you who really crave a book to have an ending that tells you what happens to the characters moving forward or a year later or that kind of thing, and don't get me wrong, often that is my preference in books as well. However, if that's what you want, I'm going to tell you right now, that does not happen here. However, there's a couple reasons for that. One being, the purpose of this story is all within the journey that the characters take. It is not about what happens next. You're going to see when you read it that even though I said that is the 3rd part, what happens next, it's actually very short, because the point is what happens in the journey. And then the question is, what are you going to do with how the story has spoken to you, possibly motivated you, or given you things to think about? What are you going to do moving forward? That's really the big question that I am trying to ask with this book. I've shared before that I really feel connected with the Lord when I write. And when I finished this, someone who was helping me through the editing process suggested that maybe I wanted to write some more to explain where the characters go and what happens to them moving forward. And I told that person, no, that's not the point. I really felt like the Lord was telling me that was where the story needed to end, was with the end of their journey. Where is your journey going to lead you next? If you've read my book, I hope you'll consider leaving a review on Amazon, sharing it with others, whether it's out in the real world or here on social media. But most of all, I hope that this story has blessed you.